Hi, this is JP from No The Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to another Arkham Horror LCG campaign playthrough video, and this time we are continuing the Drowned City campaign into the fourth scenario going from the west, which is the Apiary. And last time we managed to get 4 experience from the Drowned Quarter, and I had 1 experience banked, so I had 5 to upgrade my deck with. So I removed 1 Grim Memoir to add hiking boots into the deck, and I removed a couple of occult invocations to add I've Got a Plan level 2s into the deck. I think these are much better fighting cards for Agatha, because I usually don't have that many cards in my hand, so discarding cards to boost the occult invocation seemed like a bad idea. And this is an inside card also, so I can recur this from my discard if I happen to cancel some tokens or seal some tokens or whatever Agatha can do. Last time we got defeated, so I have 1 physical trauma on Agatha, which is a bad thing. I decided to take the expedition gear for this playthrough, so it's a way to heal damage, and because we are going through the west, we have to add 1 cultist token into the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. And that is basically everything. I have done the setup here, so we had to shuffle a few locations into the encounter deck. Also we had to shuffle 1 specific location to the bottom 10 cards of the encounter deck, so that has already been done. We have the Walk in Faith in play as we have to, because we had to pick that, and this is the scenario that will key off of that. So let's read the introduction to this scenario. Check your camp along. If the expedition headed west, proceed to Apiary 1. The tunnels, dank tunnels beneath Relay branch and thread endlessly like the capillaries of some giant beast. Shining nodules are stationed at intervals in the walls, pulsing with soft light. After making camp on the 3rd evening, you sit across the tunnel from Andy as he scribes furiously in his notebook. The conversation soon turns to the events that led you both into the Tillinghast's employ. We are not playing Ursula Downs, so we don't need to read that. The long and the short of it, Mr. Tillinghast said he had another big story for me, a chance for me to make my big break, and well, maybe enough money to pay off my tab at Hibbs. He looks bashful. I had to let off some steam after my last gig, a lot of steam. A tremor rocks the tunnels, and his face grows ashen as he leans in. I have a theory. This city, it's rising. I mean, still rising. The shakes, the crumbling foundation, the fact that it was underwater before and now it isn't. You saw the ship graveyard in the city spires, right? Ships been going missing in this stretch of ocean for centuries. I don't know what's causing it, but I keep having these dreams. The next day, you discover a vast cavern. The walls and ceiling are honeycombed with small round holes and branch off hazardously into a labyrinthine warren. Andy rushes to the entrance of the particularly foul-smelling tunnel and picks up a bloody scrap of cloth. I don't know what lives here, but I think they like eating people. Further in, fleshy bilious growths line the tunnel, oozing a thick phlegmy ichor. Could anyone actually be left alive down here? Add 1 cultist token to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. If any investigator has the Walk in Faith task, they resolve their respective story on this page. Okay, so An overwhelming sense of dread and awe fills your chest as you stare at the honeycomb of spongy, fleshy tunnels and the littered debris on the ground. There are several torn cloaks and broken lantern. A massive chalk circle composed of Latinate words and eldritch symbols has been drawn in the center of the room. A ritual of protection, perhaps. More disturbingly, a sacred symbol of your own fate is inscribed in its center. Were the ones who drew it fellow apparent of your fate? They could be heretics, but as you think about it, you wonder if they were drawn much like you to this ancient city by fate. As you descend into the belly of the beast, your stomach aches. Has your fate led you astray? You must decide. Choose one. I have such doubts. Erase one progress from under Walking in Fate in your camp log. The first time each investigator would draw from the encounter deck. In this scenario, they may draw one card from their deck instead. Or I am firm in my resolve. Mark 2 progress under Walk in Fate in your camp log and suffer 1 mental trauma. The first time each investigator draws an encounter card in the next scenario, that encounter card gains surge. Okay, so of course I am picking I am firm in my resolve, so I take 1 mental trauma and mark 2 progress. And then we proceed to setup, which we have already done. So I'll just add the mental trauma. So we are ready to begin. So I'll just read the agenda and act still and we'll get going. Stirring in the dark. You can hear the sound of slithering and gnashing teeth in the darkness. Something awful stirs in the bowels of Relay. You would rather not stick around to find out what it actually is. Unsettling signs. The fleshy tunnels excrete a foul, waxy substance that burns the skin. Your destination lies deeper within the disgusting labyrinth. Action: spend 1 or more clues as a group. For each clue spent, discard the top 5 cards. 10 cards instead if there is 1 investigator of the encounter deck, and draw each location discarded by this effect. Objective: if each surviving investigator is at a sanctum location, investigators may spend the requisite clues as a group to advance. Hint: you may not be able to explore further after you advance. Okay, so that is everything. Oh yeah, and the doom threshold is 12, so we have plenty of time, but there are cultists, so we might need to resolve some of them before so that we won't run out of time with this scenario. But that is everything, so without further delay, let's get started. So we will start by drawing our opening hand. Let's see what we get. We will redraw that. Okay, well, I think that is useless at the start. I'm not sure I need that. Well, read the signs. We need to find some locations, so I think we will only keep 1. We'll keep the Green Memoir. We'll draw 3 more cards. Uncanny Specimen, Crack the Case, and Spectral Razor. So we have at least some way to fight until we find Breath of the Sleeper. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's actually look at the location we are at the beginning. So we are at the Apiary entrance, beckoning light, 1 shroud and 1 clue. Action: spend 1 clue as a group, shuffle each location in the encounter discard pile into the bottom 10 cards of the encounter deck. Fast triggered ability: choose the farthest location from Apiary entrance, place clues on the chosen location up to its clue value, limit once per round. And we can resign. You make your exit. So we can also add clues to this location because it's the farthest location from the Apiary entrance. So I will fast play Uncanny Specimen first action I will play Grim Memoir. And place some secrets on it. Well, this at least lets us draw some more cards, hopefully getting some useful stuff of our deck. And yeah, I think second action I will just investigate, and I will use the Grim Memoir so I can draw some cards. So I'm investigating 6 versus 1. Might be a bit overkill, but I need more useful cards of my deck. And it is an Elder Sign. I'll keep it. So again, we will immediately resolve this, which is great. We'll grab this clue. And we succeeded by 2 or more. We draw 1 card. It is correlate all its contents. And I will do this action. I'll just keep it tallied with this. So I've done that action. We'll add 1 clue here. So I will investigate again using this again. -1. So we'll grab this clue. We'll grab a card. It is I've got a plan. That's good. And that is everything we can do. No enemies will go to upkeep. We'll draw perception. And we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. Encounter card is Mysterious Chanting. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we will search for a cultist. Well, it is an acolyte. And it can spawn because there are no empty locations. So it will just get discarded. And we also shuffled the encounter deck now, so the bottom 10 cards are not at the bottom anymore. So first thing first, we'll use this to add 1 clue here. Might as well investigate it. And I think I'm saving the Grim Memoir for locations with higher shroud values now. So 4 versus 1. Another Elder Sign. Well, that's okay. I won't cancel it. I will just grab the clue. I think I will spend a clue. Let's see, so spend 1 or more clues as a group. For each clue spent, discard the top 5 cards, 10 cards if only 1 investigator of the encounter deck, and draw each location discarded by this effect. Okay, so I think I will just use all 3 clues now. So we will discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 cards. And we will put each location discarded by this into play. Okay, I'm just double checking I didn't miss a location here. Yeah, I think we got them all. I'm not actually sure if there's any locations left, but we'll see. So I will put this location here. It is connected. So one clue there. And Revelation put growing fields into play along with the set aside hidden vault location. Okay. We have a lot of locations and stuff set aside here, so hidden vault, put it up here. And there's a willpower action. Double the skill icons of each card committed to this test. If you succeed, take control of the set-aside Grizzly Mask story asset. Okay, and yeah, that is everything from those. And this location is after Hidden Vault enters play, search encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy and spawn it at this location. After you successfully evade an enemy at Hidden Vault by 2 or more, flip this card and resolve its text. So we possibly want an enemy with low evade value. So I'm checking the discard first. I'm not sure. Okay. So now I can check if I have any. We have one fleshy paths still in the encounter deck. But we need to still spawn an enemy there. Okay, well, I think it's an acolyte. It's easy to defeat and the easiest to evade. After acolyte enters play, place one doom on it. Okay. Then we have the luminous tunnels, and it is connected here. So put luminous tunnels into play, shuffle the set aside pilgrims encounter set into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Find the set aside spawning grounds and corrupted vault and shuffle them into the bottom 10 deck, cards of the encounter deck. Action: take 1 damage, place clues on the location farthest from Apiary entrance up to its clue value. Okay, so there's a lot of setting up here. So this we will have to shuffle into the deck. Let's see what locations were. It is the spawning grounds and corrupted vault. And these are connected. This is actually connected here only. And this is connected here. And there is a revelation there. So put spawning grounds into play, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, find the set aside lost campsite and churning chasm and shuffle them into the bottom 10 cards. But first we do this one. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, we got ahead of ourselves, so we don't put those into play. These are shuffled into the bottom 10 cards of the encounter deck. So let's shuffle these in here. There is a lot of encounter deck shuffling in this scenario. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these 2 locations are shuffled in there. Okay. Then we have this last location, which is the fleshy paths. Revelation put fleshy paths into play. Action, you discover this glyph. Even you can block record time under on the glyph record. This glyph has been translated, but yeah, we need to go here and do this first, which I think I could do now. So last action, I'll just move here. So next round we can grab this clue and do that and start moving again. So that is my turn. No enemies will, or there is one enemy, but it doesn't do anything. So we'll go to upkeep. We get Olive McBride and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a do. Encounter card is Corrosive Fog. So test book or fist 4 if you fail, take 1 damage if you fail by 3 or more. Instead, deal 1 direct damage to your investigator and each ally and item asset. So I'm actually not keen on taking any damage, so I'll commit perception to this test. We are 6 versus 4. Hopefully that's enough. -1, that is even enough, and we draw a card on top of that. It is the mouse mask, and that's great. And we'll start by playing Olive McBride and the mouse mask. And put it there. Last action, we will just investigate here. We are investigating. Let's go 6 versus 2. No, I'll use the mouse mask to go 6 versus 2. -1. We'll grab this clue, and that is everything. We'll go to upkeep. We draw another Olive McBride, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add another do. Encounter card is Hungry Walls. That's this card to your location force. When you leave the attached location, test agility 4 or fist 4. If you fail and you tested agility, discard an asset you control and take 1 damage, discard Hungry Walls, or take 2 direct damage, discard Hungry Walls. Well, that sucks. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to do the search thing. So just to keep it fair, this encounter card will gain search now that I forgot to do that on the first round of the game. So I'm not committing anything, and I think I'll test agility. So agility 3 versus 4. Zero, we fail. I'll take 1 damage. I'll discard the Uncanny Specimen. And that is... Oh yeah, when I leave the location. Well, I'm doing this, so I translated time, and then I'm moving out of here. So now I tested that, so that's gone. Oh yeah, this even doesn't even discard now, so it just stays here. Okay, 1 action left. Yeah, I think there should be clues here too. Okay, so where do we need to go? We need to go to the at the Sanctum location. So we we don't have a Sanctum location in play yet, but I think I'll head here for my last action. And yeah, so that's that. So we'll ready up, draw another I got a plan, and we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add 1 doom, 4 of 12 or 5 of 12 because of the Acolyte. Encounter card is Dangerous Curiosity. The spell power X, where X is your location shroud value. If you fail, take 1 damage and discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a stowaway enemy is discarded and draw it. Shuffle each location discarded by this effect back into the encounter deck. I will commit Ollie McBride to the test. Yeah, I'll commit the correlate all its contents. So, actually no. The shroud is 3, so I can use the mouse mask possibly for this. Six versus 3, I think that's good enough. -3, that's just enough to pass, which is great. So, okay, let's see. I think I will just investigate and I'll use the Grimoire, or should I save it? That's a 3. Well, this is a 3, so I'll use it here. We are 6 versus 3. I'm using... no. Okay, 6 versus 3, and it is a skull. Skull is X is half the amount of doom on enemies and assets in play, rounded down, so it is only -1. No, it's -0. So we pass. We draw a card. Silver Moth. Yeah, we have -1 sanity. Then I will use these two to discard 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Hoping to get a few locations onto the table. We get Fleshy Paths, and that's it. So we get 1 charge onto the mouse mask, and this is connected here. Okay, now I think I'll try to do this action here. So I am using the mouse mask. So I'm 6 versus 8, 8 versus 8, 10 versus 8. I think that's good enough. So we'll see how this goes. So it is a skull, so we pass. So we get to put the Grizzly Mask story asset into play under our control. So Grizzly Mask looks a kind of alien. Is it actually alive? So item artifact relay. Exhaust Grizzly Mask. Disengage from each enemy until the beginning of your next turn. You cannot move and cannot damage enemies or engage them. And fast triggered ability, take 1 direct horror and exhaust Grizzly Mask, deal 2 damage to an enemy at your location, so that this is really good for me. and yeah, that is everything. So no enemy actions will go to upkeep. We draw confidence and we gain a resource. And that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add another doom. Encounter card is Rotting Remains. Okay, so I'm 4 versus 3 for this test. I'm committing confidence and using Ollie McBride for this test, so we will reveal 3 tokens and I will cancel that one. So this gains +1, so we pass easily. These are together 0. Okay, that's great. And we have cancelled something this round, so now we could play something from our discard at the end of the round. Yeah, I think I need to fight that Acolyte somehow. So first action we'll move in here, but I think we want to try to evade it first. Oh, by 2 or more. I think that ain't gonna happen. So I think I will just forget to even try that, and I will just do this. So take 1 direct horror and exhaust this mask to deal 1 damage to an enemy. And it needs to be direct. No, it's just 1 horror. So congratulations, all of you will be our engine for this. So last action I will investigate here, and I'll use the Grizzly Totem. 6 versus... Oh yeah, that was a fast action, so move. This is the investigate. -2. We are 6 versus 3, so we don't succeed by 2 or more, but we still succeed. So we get the clue. And yeah, I think I'll just start moving back here to explore these locations for next round. So that is everything. Will go to upkeep. We get Obscura, Ocula Obscura. And we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. Encounter card is another Rotting Remains. Well, I'm committing this to the test, so we are 5 versus 3. It is a skull, so again we pass. Okay, let's see. We have quite a few combat. Yeah, I've forgotten that I have to crack the case, so I'll just take the backsies, and when I investigated this I played that to just get the resources out. Okay, so I think we'll move and read the signs here. So we'll play read the signs, and 8 versus 2. And it is the auto fail. Of course it is. Oh yeah, I forgot I have olive ready, so yeah, we'll use olive. So we have the auto fail, then we have the reveal 2. So -6, so 8 versus 2, we still succeed. And that's a bit of a backseas, but yeah, I forgot I have olive ready. So yeah, now we have enough to get the last locations from the deck into play. And no enemies will go to upkeep. We draw deduction and we gain a resource. That is that round. Let's go to the next round. We are at 7 of 12 doom. Encounter card is Corrupted Vault. Revelation, put Corrupted Vault into play. Double action, you discover the glyph in your campaign log. Record hand under on the glyph record. This glyph has been translated. Okay, so this comes into play here. Well, it's close to us, so I think we'll do that this round. We still need to find a sanctum location. Yeah. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. So I'm taking a bit of a risk and only using 1 to look at these. So we didn't find any. Okay, well that sucks. So we know this is the location we are looking for, but we'll get it next round. So second action I'll move here, last action I will investigate here. And I'm investigating only 4 versus 3, so might as well use olive. 1, 2 and 3 tokens. Yeah, I'm cancelling that one, so we fail. And if you fail, place 1 doom on an enemy at your location with no doom on it. No, sorry, that was the wrong one. -4, if you fail, take 1 damage or 1 horror. I'll take the horror. Okay, well, I cancelled tokens, so I'll play Read the Signs from my discard. 8 versus 3. It is a cultist, -1. If there is a cultist enemy at your location, reveal another token. There isn't, so I'll grab this clue, and that is everything. We'll go to upkeep. We ready up, draw another crack the case, and gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We are at 8 of 12 doom. The encounter card is Spawning Grounds. So Revelation puts Spawning Grounds into play, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, find the setters at Lost Campsite and Churning Chasm and shuffle them into the bottom 10 card of the encounter deck. Let's see. Churning Chasm and Lost Campsite. So first we will shuffle the encounter discard pile. Pick 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These get shuffled here. and 2 clues here. So first action, I will do a double action to translate these glyphs. I'll actually just mark these are used or done already, so I remember to mark them later. Oh yeah, this is removed from the game from last round. So actually do it like these are removed. These are my events in the discard, which I can use. So last action, we'll spend 3 clues to look at. Let's count actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many cards are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we'll spend those 3 clues and see if we get any location. We found the lost campsite. Yeah, there shouldn't be any other locations here. So these go into discard. But we found the lost campsite, so now we have a sanctum location where we can spend 2 clues to advance. Okay, Revelation put lost campsite into play, and this is connected here. So that's handy. So we need to go over there later. So that is everything. We get 1 on mouse mask. Actually, we got 1 from spawning the spawning grounds earlier. So yeah, we'll ready, draw 1 card, gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a do. Encounter card is Apiary Tender, Aloof Hunter, 3/3/3, monster stowaway, prey lowest agility forced. When Doom is placed on a card at this location, ready Apiary Tender, it loses Aloof until the end of the round. If it is engaged with an investigator, it makes an immediate attack. Okay, so we don't need to care about that now. So I will move, and investigate, and I will commit deduction to this test, and I'll first play Uncanny Specimen. We are 6, I mean a 5 will go 7 versus 3. It is a 0. We'll pass and we'll grab 2 clues. And that is everything. This will move here. We'll go to upkeep. We draw glimpse the void, and again a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. We are at 10 of 12. Encounter card is Frozen in Fear. That sucks. Okay, well, there should be 1 clue here. We'll move here. We will get rid of this. And that is basically our turn. Okay, so at the end of the enemy phase I will advance. Yeah, so enemy phase, this enemy hunts over here. And now we will spend the requisite number of clues to advance. Heart of the Apiary. if each investigator is at lost campsite. After searching the campsite, you find yourself surrounded by robed figures holding torches, but no weapons. A soft-faced woman in patchwork cloak emerges from the crowd. Please don't be alarmed. We have no intention of harming you. Each investigator loses all of their clues. Proceed to interlude Lost Pilgrims. Okay, Lost Pilgrims. Coughing weakly, the woman introduces herself as Maria Rivera. She and the others are a collective of pilgrims from all walks of life, led to this place by their dreams. This is the domain of the drowned god, the dead monarch Cthulhu. We have been instructed by our leader, Lady Dao, to await his return in this ancient city. The name Cthulhu rings in your ears. You have heard it time and again in your dreams. Maria continues. However, there is something malevolent living in these tunnels. Something I fear we awakened by our presence. We sent one of our own to find help, but they haven't returned. Your discussion is cut short by a dreadful roar. Maria lowers her gaze. Since we arrived, we've been pursued by something awful. It hunted us through the streets, the ancient archive, and even through the city's heart. I hope it would not follow us to this corrupt and horrible place. She coughs weakly. I do not have the strength to lead them out of the tunnels. Please, I beg you, lead us to safety. Another roar echoes through the tunnels, closer this time, accompanied by the thrilling of parasites. Andy looks to you, then to Maria and says, "Gather your people, nobody deserves to die down here." Flip Apiary entrance to its dangerous exit side. Search the encounter deck, discard pile, and all in and out of play areas for each non-weakness cultist enemy. Shuffle them together and place them in face-down stack beneath lost campsite. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Maria Rivera story asset. Remember, Maria is also a cultist who can be saved. Spawn the set-aside, the inescapable enemy, exhausted at the location farthest from all investigators. Shuffle the rest of the inescapable encounter set into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Place clues on each revealed location without victory axe up to its clue value. Continue playing. So I'll do that part of the mid-game setup between rounds. So yeah, I forgot to play this when no, I didn't get the clues this round, so no, I didn't forget. So at the end of my round I should have tested Frozen in Fear actually. I'll do that. I'm 4 versus 3, and it is a skull, so it is a 0 again, so that is gone. And so yeah, I'll do the mid-game setup between turns, so that is that round. Let's go to the next round. Okay, so I think I've done everything I was meant to do. This can go away. So we flipped this to the dangerous exit side. So when a stowaway enemy is drawn, spawn it at appearance entry instead of its normal spawning location. Action spend 1 clue as a group. Place a cultist asset or enemy at this location underneath the act. And resign, you make your exit. We added the clues. We did the deck from the cultist enemies underneath this card. I put them here so it's easier to grab the top card. We put the inescapable there. Shuffled the rest of the set into the encounter deck with the encounter discard pile added. Clues on the location, so we are set to continue, and we still need to read the Lost Pilgrims. The campsite is under attack by alien parasites. Each cultist enemy gains victory 0 and aloof. Action parley, test book 2 or fist 2 for each point you succeed by. Move a different cultist enemy at your location once in any direction. Forced when the enemy phase ends. Each cultist enemy takes 1 damage for each stowaway enemy at its location. Objective: when the round ends, if there is a combined total of 5 or more cultist cards in the victory display and or under this act, you must advance. So we need to try get those cultists from here to here. No idea how we can manage that, but we'll try. So we add a Doom. Encounter card for this round is Rotting Remains. Yeah, I'm just trying to pass this. And 4 versus 3. -1. No horror. Okay, we need to defeat that stowaway this round so it doesn't come here and start doing damage. So I think I'm investigating here. And I will use the mouse mask. Oh yeah, and we have the Maria Rivera, Lost Pilgrim, ally cultist. When damage would be placed on a cultist enemy at your location, place it on Maria Rivera instead. Fast triggered ability: when Doom would be placed on a cultist enemy, exhaust Maria Rivera, place it on Maria Rivera instead as damage. Okay. So this round we probably would have wanted to get as many cultists out. Yeah. If only we had one more round here. So yeah, investigating. -1, we pass. We'll get this clue. Second action we'll move here. And last action we will play Spectral Razor. And we will engage this. Hit it 5 versus 3. It is -1, so we kill this. This goes into our discard, and that is our turn. This red is in the enemy phase. Then we'll draw a card, Perception, and gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. So we add a Doom, so the agenda advances. This might spell trouble for us. Swallowed whole. The tunnels branch and merge like blood vessels in a vast alien gullet. Every surface is covered in fleshy organic growths. What you first thought were tremors were the tunnels themselves tightening and expanding like the muscles of a large trachea. As you round a corner, you see a nightmarish creature with sightless buggy eyes slither out of sight. Place clues on each location without victory axe up to its clue value. Shuffle the set aside grotesque amalgam enemy with the encounter discard pile and place those cards on the bottom of the encounter deck. Okay. So we shuffle this guy with these cards, place it at the bottom of the encounter deck. And we already have clues on each location up to its clue value without victory axe. So then we have Loathsome Parasites. Lots of creatures emerge from every nook and cranny. If you don't escape soon, you have a feeling you will become a permanent resident. Forced. When Doom is placed on this agenda, if there are no non-elite enemies in play, reveal cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is revealed and spawn it at an empty location if able. Shuffle each other revealed card and place them on top of the encounter deck. Okay, so we are going to start getting a lot of enemies. Yeah. Encounter card for this round is Corrosive Fog. I'm just testing 4 versus 4. I'm committing Perception. 6 versus 4. -1. We'll draw a card. Mouse Mask. And then we'll move back here. Then we will draw the top card of the Lost Campsite. And it is Pilgrim Acolyte. After Pilgrim Acolyte attacks, place 1 Doom on it. Well, it is aloof and just place it over here. And last action we'll do it again. And we get Acolyte and we exhaust Maria Rivera to take the Doom as damage. Okay, and then enemy phase, this enemy hunts over here. We'll ready up, we draw Confidence and gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Okay, so there are well, those are enemies in play, so I think there might be a typo here, but I'm playing as it's written. So when Doom is placed on this agenda, if there are no non-elite enemies in play, reveal cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is revealed and spawn it. But we have enemies in play, these guys, and we get Elder Mist. Attach Elder Mist to the nearest location without Elder Mist. After the investigator at that location succeed at a skill test by 2 or more, discard Elder Mist. Well, this doesn't affect us at all. Okay, so first action we will reveal, this is readied, we will reveal Acolyte. We will exhaust Maria Rivera to take a damage instead of the Doom. In the second action we will reveal a Pilgrim. Now we have 5 altogether. So I will do now this parley action. Test book 2. For each point you succeed by, move a different cultist enemy at your location once in any direction. And I am committing these 2 cards. So I am 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 2. -2. So we succeed by 3, so I'll move 3 different enemies here. Let's see. I thought I had a ability that can move enemies, but it might have been on a location. Okay, well, it's not here, so we still need to move this next round and move there and try to push them towards the Apiary entrance. And we need to get some clues also. So enemy phase, this enemy hunts over here. We need to also deal with that. Upkeep. We draw crafty. These are actually discarded. And we gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a do. Again, we have enemies in play, so we don't do that part of the agenda. Still behind you. Test agility 2. This test gets +1 difficulty for each copy of Still Behind You in the victory display. I will use Olive, commit crafted confidence to this test. 3 versus 2, 4 versus 2. We'll cancel these, so there is a cultist enemy at our location, so we will reveal another one. Okay, so it's a 0, so -4. We cancel 2, so this gains 2, so we pass. Barely. So this goes away. Okay. First action, we will do the parlay here. Not committing anything, so 4 versus 2. -2. We move 1 here. And we'll move over here. And we will investigate. Four versus 3. I'll go 5 versus 3. It is a skull, we'll get 1 clue. Enemy face, this enemy moves over here. Upkeep, we draw hiking boots a bit late, but it is what it is, and we gain a resource. And that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a doom. Encounter card is Corrosive Fog. We are testing 4 versus 4 versus 4. It is a 0. Okay, so now we want to push these here, move there, use the Grizzly Mask to just ignore this, and then next round use the Grizzly Mask, push them there, and just ignore this guy. I think that's the plan here. Okay, so first action we will parlay. I'm committing this. So we are 6 versus 2, 0, and these all 4 move here. And this isn't a parasite enemy, so it doesn't hit these. Or they won't take damage from this. I will investigate. We still need some clues. 4 versus 3, -1. We'll move here. I will exhaust Grizzly Mask, disengage from each enemy until the beginning of your next turn. You cannot move and cannot damage enemies or engage them. Okay, enemy face, this guy stands here, can't engage us or hit us. think that's how it works. And yeah, we'll go to upkeep. Katarina Sojika. And that is that round. Let's go to the next round. We add a Doom. Encounter card is Mysterious Chanting. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, blah blah blah. I will exhaust this. So Maria Rivera has 4 damage of 5. Okay, well, first action is we'll disengage, then we will do the parley. 4 versus 2. I don't have any cards to boost this with, so yeah, 4 versus 2 plus 1. We succeed by 3. So 3 of these move. I'll do a second parley. 4 versus 2. -1. We'll move this last one here. We will investigate. It is a 0. We'll again the clue. And enemy phase, this just is here. I have this mask, so yeah. Upkeep, we draw Breath of the Seeker, Sleeper, and gain a resource. So that is that round. Let's go to the next round. Okay, well, we added Doom, so this is actually the last round, so we are in trouble because we don't have enough time to get this out. But we'll see. We get a Alien Eggs. Revelation, place 1 Doom on the nearest non-elite enemy with no Doom on it. Okay. Searches to Eye of the Deep. So treat each cultist and tablet token as Elder Thing instead. So the only thing we can do here is move and do this twice. So we'll move, we'll take 2 damage. Yeah, Olive dies. And we'll get Maria Rivera out. So it's here. Yeah, we don't have enough time to get all of these out, so I am resigning as my last action because yeah, we had to spend 1 clue here. So spend 1 clue as a group. If we could spend more, I would have done it. It's like just took too much time to ferry these cultists here. Yeah. So we resign. Nothing we can do about it. Okay, so let's see. Before resolving any other resolution, if at least 1 investigator was defeated, no. We read from here. If no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned or was defeated. You pull a flailing worm from your neck as you escape the putrid tunnels. Hopefully you aren't infected. Each investigator must search the Apiary encounter set for a copy of one copy of Parasitic Transformation and add it to their deck. This card does not count towards their deck size. Update your campaign log. Cross out Apiary on relay map if the Grizzly Mask was under control of an investigator when the scenario ended. Check the box next to Grizzly Mask under artifacts earned. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. And check your campaign log. If the expedition headed west, proceed to the Grand Vault. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 experience, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is everything, and we got this weakness into our deck. Parasitic Transformation, Curse Hazard, Revelation. Put Parasitic Transformation into play in your threat area. Forced after an enemy engages you, place 1 doom on Parasitic Transformation. Double action, discard Parasitic Transformation. Okay, well, that was the Apiary. Again, we ran out of time because next round we would have advanced, and spoiler, each investigator who has not resigned is defeated. So, and each defeated investigator is killed, so we didn't want to die or finish the campaign that early. But it is a fail forward game, so we will gladly take the 4 experience, upgrade our deck, and go to the Grand Vault next time. But yeah, hope you guys liked this playthrough of the Apiary scenario from the Drowned City campaign. Thanks for watching, and until next time.